welcome to the next episode. And we're looking at David and Michael in the past couple of videos. David and Michael is obviously to do with that war in heaven thing, right? Where like Michael's the archangel of the war in heaven, and David is like, as you know, the king of Israel and Judah and all this stuff, right? And as you see on here, right? We put in David and Michael. There's a lot of things about David and Michael, like this stuff, right? And the little bit of David and Michael together, right? And it turns out, right, there's one called Michael who was the wife of David. Judah and Israel, and his wife called Michael. As we know, Michael is obviously a man's name type of thing. We also have that thing about the Michael who's the archangel, right? So again, what you're seeing here is that type of trans, it's the trans metaphors, right? So basically that David married Michael. Of course, this is the day where the trans after God's heart. Michael being in love with David, So I was referring to this because obviously they love this stuff. With it being a homosexual idea as well, like David married Michael. See what I mean? And obviously they've just made that like legal in the legal system to marry two men and all that, see? So now, this is to deal with that. David and Michael. Of course, in the Jewish Woman's Archive, so you know what a Jewish woman is. A man. A Jewish woman is a man. Of course, this one is like, when you see the trans stuff about this one, it's called Michael. It's known as Michael. Robinson. Again, like the Tom Robinson To Kill a Mockingbird thing. Like Tommy Robinson. To Kill a Mockingbird, racial, civil rights ideas and all that. Operation Mockingbird. Of course, I refer to that clip, where Obama says, I woke up my husband Michael. Of course, now they're saying this, it's a false claim, but it definitely existed as a clip, See, that definitely happened, like it was on the clip. You can well see that this one is a trans. They totally remind me of this one here. This one here. I remember when I was a kid, I had these magazines. They were like softcore, softcore nudie magazines and all this. And I had a picture of that one there. Didn't see a note about them being trans, obviously, you know what I mean? It was meant to be a normal magazine and all that, right? And it was, like a normal sort of, supposed to be meant to, like a photo of something weird about their face, right? And of course, it turns out that this was a trans, like a transsexual, I call it, right? And it went on to do, those porno movies. So it had all the bits and pieces type of thing, see? But it was actually the trans all along. So when you have this, like the Michael thing, the Michael is trans. It's a trans metaphor, right? So it's the wife of David, right? Also he appears in a male form and all. And the wings symbolise, obviously the wings symbolise the being a trans. Of course, that becomes the injector. That becomes the injector for the liquid trans medicine. Always like that idea of slaying another. What do you call it? It's like slaying the old self or something and replacing it with a new self of a trans. And this war in heaven thing basically symbolises the war the trans is against the normal people. The heaven becomes like the mind and the like the spiritual dimensions or something. So it's about the hex. It's about the war in heaven. It's like the hex, where they're waging war upon the natural people mentally. That's what it's all about. The idea that the transes become like angels, fleeing off the like the devils. The devils become like the natural people and all that. See, it's like a mind war, spiritual warfare thing and all this. And then when you got this, this King David thing. Again, the David slew the Goliath is again, a similar idea where it's like using the brains or wits to outwit like brute strength. See, that's the way like they view it. Right? It's about outwitting all the time, going to war and all that. Right? And you have more courage, right, when you have the David. You have Harvey, as I showed another one, Harvey, right? And when you have David, you have VI, right? VI is Roman numerals for 6, right? Hex, right? That leaves you with Dad. Right? So you talk about again like the patriarchal ideas and like Mary's ma, right? Mary's ma, which is mother. David is dad, which is father, right? So you're always talking about the like patriarchal father God, father God, mother, and of course these are transes, so the whole thing gets mixed up. So it's like King Dad, the 6. Right? King Dad, the 6. That's a father God. Of course, was a real person. Of course not. You know what I mean? VI, VI, right? Which is obviously 6, and that's the hex. Right? So this getting Star of David. Right? This is why it's Roman numerals, because Romans are the ones that killed Jesus or crucified Jesus, right? In the story, right? So therefore, it's it's all linked. And so that means that the Star of God, the Star of David is basically the Star of God. Right? I say it was the crown of thorns as well, right? The crucifixion, the crown of thorns. Here we get the hexadecimal number. Dad is 3501. I don't know what that's about, but as you see there, EE 33 hex 6 Greek hexadecimal, right? So it's all based on the same type of thing. Hex speak. Hex speak is an only form, but that's why the Roman numerals. See. So it's all their system. Now you have Dawes art movement, right? nihilistic and anti-aesthetic art movement. So again, this is to do with it, it's to do with a certain thing. Of course, all the proponents of it or whatever, but Jewish, like what do you call him, Salvador Dali or something. Maybe not Salvador Dali, I don't know, Max Ernst. That's to do with the same thing. Daddy Cool was one of the songs by Bernie M. Bernie Masons. Growing up in Masonic sign. Of course, you have David's son. David's son is one of the biggest names. Haggith. Jeremoth, Solomon, so Davidson, anyone that Davidson is quite popular, like the sons of David. Number of sons is 19. Over 19. So basically, this becomes God, that's God type of thing. Like they know how that they're like the Father God, they're like Arvi, patriarchs, Abraham. It's all to do with the Father God. This is basically the Father God. It's a serpent, it's a snake. See, God is a serpent, a snake. David snake. Got this David here, and this solid snake. And this thing was a big video game a few years ago or something. Following his birth, Solid Snake was given the name David. So obviously that's some Jew who wrote that. Right, Solid Snake. I don't know why this hater comes on. Right, well known as the English language voice actor for Solid Snake, a naked snake in the Metal Gear video game series. God the Saturn Award. Of course, Saturn is the 6th planet. So, of course, hater is like Yahweh. That would be the deal with the David and the snake, the God is a snake. And as we see here, Yahweh, Israel's serpent moon god Yahweh, the Jewish snake god. Well, this is someone like being what do you call it, trying to go against them, or if it seems factual that it's not someone trying to seal a